And all, welcome one and all. It is the Martini Lunch time. We're gonna call it the Martini Lunch hour, but we try to do 30 minutes in and out. I don't see 30 minutes ever happening in my life. Uh, no comments from the peanut gallery about that. Anyway, I hope you are doing well. I hope you have many salutations and liberations or just liberate yourself. We're going to go ahead and I came with a new ticker banner, you know? So, anyway, where am I right now? Oh, hey, check this out. This is a good one. So, saw this today. We got Russia, we got Ukraine, we got sexy sex time, whatever. Are you familiar with the term map? It's a new term for me. I thought map, like Rand McNally, like, going down here to the AAA and getting a map of the state, or, what you get from a rest area. By the way, if you don't have paper maps, you should get some. They don't take up much space. Whenever you drive across the state line, stop at the Welcome Center, go in. If they don't have them out there, ask the attendant for a state map. They're happy to give them. And just collect them, especially anything that's around your state. Being that I'm in Tennessee, there's 8 states that touch us. And so I have, I try to keep like 9 maps in the collection, because you never know where you're going to have to go when the zombie apocalypse happens. That's right, the zombie apocalypse. We have to fear it. And speaking of zombies, check this out. So, what the hell's going on here?
Here on the northern flank.
Oh, let's start from the beginning.
I am here, standing here.
She is here, standing here. I am here, sitting here. You are there, sitting there. I would not eat them in a box. I would not eat them with a fox. I do not like green eggs and ham. Sam, I am.
On the northern flank, on the eastern flank, talking about
Northern flank, eastern flank. It doesn't matter as long as I get my flank steaks. I think she's hungry. I think she's having a Snickers moment.
what we have in terms of the east.
Look what the beautiful African blackness of this Indian woman. Do you catch all that? Supposedly she's black, but she's from India. Her family's like Indian. It's all so bizarre. It's all so. I mean, you're just lying to people to get elected. Just cut the crap. Come on, man. Al Gore invented these truth machines called the internet. Let's use them.
Eastern flank and our NATO allies. And what is at stake at this very moment?
Flank steak.
I am here, standing here on
Looks
the
at her
northern
notes.
flank, on the eastern flank, talking about
Snorts some
what we
coke.
have in terms of
Looks at her
the
notes.
eastern flank and our NATO allies. And what is at stake at this very moment?
How many times did she say flank?
I am here, standing here on the northern flank, on
Flank.
the eastern flank,
Flank.
talking about what we have in terms of the eastern flank and our NATO allies, and what is at stake at this very moment.
So she
I am
says flank
here,
3 times.
Standing here,
Here,
on the
here,
northern flank,
twice.
on the eastern flank, talking about what we have in terms of the eastern flank and our NATO allies, and what is at stake at this very moment.
Well, she looks at her notes twice. This is 16 seconds. She says flank 3 times, here twice, looks at her notes 3 times, and snorts coke twice.
I am here,
Right?
standing
Let's wait for the
northern
coke
flank,
finger.
on the eastern flank.
Oh, coke! There it is. She's got to make sure she doesn't have any residue.
Talking about what we have in terms of the eastern flank and our NATO allies, and what is at stake at this very moment.
Yeah. Okay, just once. Just once on the coke line. Just once on the coke line. So that was fun, wasn't it? I mean, This woman went to law school. She was secretary. She was attorney general of the largest state in the union. She was a United States senator, which is known as the chamber of debate. And she can't make it through a sentence with notes and teleprompters. Come on, let's face it. She was checking her nose for coke. Okay, she bumped the line before she came in. You know, come on, this is silly. All right, what else was there I found today? There's so much stuff happening. So much stuff. It's it's really ridiculous. Let's see. No, I don't know. Those people are. No, I don't want that. Let's see if it's this one. I got so many windows open. Trying to find these. No. Well, I don't know where it went to. So we're just going to have to start that one over. Where is my other account here? See, if I had dual monitors, you wouldn't have to go through this. I apologize for my amateurism. That's not it. Oh, this is it. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. This is hitting the deal. Okay, so map, right? That's what I was talking about earlier. Are you familiar with what a map is or maps? I had to look up on Urban Dictionary. All right, this is going to get us into it. Oh, jeez. All right, so a map is a minor attracted person. MAP. It is the new NAMBLA. They have gotten their terminology changed to sound like it's politically correct. So see, these aren't pedophiles. No. Pedophiles got a negative tone to it. No, these are minor attracted persons or people. And well, they're not people; they're persons. That's what their big thing, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Is what it is. It's sicko ridiculousness. And then my question, when I hear of what a map is, the first thing that comes to my mind is, who has a good selection of wood chippers? I would prefer one that was self-cleaning. Because pedophiles get the wood chipper. Put them on the wall, have whatever your statement is, get a rope, whatever it is, okay? These people, they're from New York trying to make salsa, all right? These aren't right people. They're screwed up. And you know what? Here's the thing. It's okay to say, hey, you know what? I'm weird. But they don't see it. And that's what's so hard about this. It's such a thing. The best I've ever gotten out of understanding the pedo mindset. Because it's disgusting, right? When you hear something so gross, so obtuse and profane, you naturally, human beings try to understand it. I'm trying to adjust my chair right now. Come on. There it is. Okay. The chair's too big for me. It really is. It's the Razor whatever chair from, Razor people. They do all those cool, whatever those things are. Anyway, computer accessories. So, when you try to understand what they're doing, like, how can do they not see it's wrong? I mean, it's gross. I mean, I don't even like, I've been so brainwashed by society that I don't even like talking to children because I don't want to be thought of as being inappropriate. I don't want anything about it. I don't want to be near kids. And it's not just because of the repercussions, but it's just because it's like, I don't know. It turns you off. Okay, you're turned away from it. I couldn't imagine trying to be a Santa Claus and letting kids sit on your lap. Like, that is just Today's world has completely screwed all that stuff up. Innocence, they've screwed up some of it, innocence. But when you try to understand, so what are these pedophiles? What have they done to us? Why are they in our society? And the best I've gotten out of it is, one, trying to understand them would be like when you send them to jail. It would be like trying to send you, if you're a heterosexual person, which majority of people are, so that's why I'm using that as a reference. You send a heterosexual person to jail and you tell them they have to stay in jail until they become straight. Or, I mean, until they become gay. Now, prison jokes aside, you're not going to stop being straight. Okay? So that's what these people are with these pedophiles. So at that point, it's a gene mutation? I mean, it's something that's not right. So you look into, well, is there a psychological thing that could have happened to it? And from what I've seen, and of course, none of this is I'm not saying any of this as an expert. I'm not saying any of this as a medical or a psychological or anything like that person. But what I've heard, the way I had it explained to me was that though it's not 100%, and though it's not, an accepted part, there is a trend that if people are molested as children, they grow up to be molesters, and that's how fragile the child's mind is. Now, that's not always true. That's not always true at all. But usually child molesters have been molested. Okay, let me say it that way. Child molesters, for a large part, have been molested. Not people that have been molested grow up to become molesters. I misspoke. See, this is why I said I'm not a scientist, medical, anything like that. Don't talk to me. Don't even listen to me. You should turn off the channel now. But people that do molesting have been molested, and that's horrifying. That's absolutely horrifying. So, I mean, what do we need to do? Is there anything you can do for society for these people? First of all, you're going to have to, admit to what I just said as something that you have to look at is for treatment, right? I mean, we want to help people. Genuinely, we want to help people. But this stupidity, this ignorance, this grossness of calling people minor attracted people is disgusting. It is foul. And to let them get away with this, it's a disservice to your being. Okay? Without preaching, I'm going to talk about the foundation documents of our country is based off of all men are created equal. All men are equal by their creator. Okay? Freedom of speech is something that your creator gave you. I love that term, your creator. Because that even the atheists get this stuff. So we are doing a disservice to our creator by normalizing something like this. And we've become an oversexed population. And this is I ought to do a thing on the history of communism and sex. It's a weird thing. There is a correlation with IQ and sexual promiscuity. There is, at least what I've seen or heard or whatnot. I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't have something to point that out to, but this is just general observations. We'll say everything's a general observation. We've gotten into a society where everything is. I mean, you used to think it was really bad. It's all sex, sex, sex. Now it's not sex. It's deviated sex, and it's sex that even adults can be affected by this. And there's a guy. I did a video on a long time ago. The guy, there was that Michigan militia that they arrested, said that they wanted to kidnap the governor of Michigan. Why they wanted to do that is beyond me. Well, anyway, it's like they arrested 7 people. Well, there was like 14 of there were like 21 total in this quote unquote militia, and 7 of them got arrested. The other 14, my thing just got hit here. No, oh man, okay, my chat just got slammed with bots, and why won't it let me take them off? It will not let me remove them. Oh my gosh, dude, what are you doing here, StreamYard? You're not protecting us. I mean, also, oh, these are all on Twitch. I can't take them off. I can't take them off from StreamYard. Well, if you're on Twitch, just know that it's been infiltrated by Russians. And you know what? I did this. This is what happens. I unbanned Twitch. I think I did that by mistake. I did. That's supposed to be Facebook. Oh. Just started a Facebook account. I was doing it for Facebook Live. I mean, I've been doing these over there. Somehow, old habits die hard. I hit Twitch, and you see what they did to me. They sent me bots over here. Anyway, I apologize. Back on track here. The whole point I'm getting to is that these I was talking about the militia, Michigan militia people, all stuff. Well, the guy who was in charge of infiltrating this militia was an FBI agent. Supposedly, he was transferred around the beginning of January 21 to the Washington, D.C. detail. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not saying any. I have nothing else to say about that. I'm just saying where he got transferred to, supposedly. But he had, I can't remember now if it was he always wanted to be or what it was. Anyway, he got into the swinger lifestyle. Yeah. Okay. Fishbowl party, whatever lifestyle. And he kept trying to talk. This guy might as well be Jack Murphy. Okay. He kept trying to talk his wife into it. Finally, she goes, do that swinger thing. And then they come back and they get into an argument. They get into a fight. This fight escalates to where he starts punching her. And I can't remember what she had. She was able to break free to grab a gun, I think. She was able to get away. She called 911. He fled the house. This guy's an FBI agent. Okay? He fled the house. The police went on a search for him. They finally found him. He's covered in blood. All this stuff. Deviation with adults. Okay? Because it's not cool. If you love somebody, you don't share them with somebody like this. This is a weird thing. Alright? So, anyway, sexuality has gone into this. The mainstream has gone into this whole culture of deviation. And that's where we get to this, okay? So now you understand what maps are. You understand the sexual deviance. There's a thread I found. Actually, you got this link from, let's see here. Good Logic. Let's see here. I'm going to go over one. No! I messed that up, didn't I? I did. Oh, no way. No way. Don't tell me this. Can I go back forward? No, I can't. Why can't I go forward again? Can I go back? Back's what I need. There we go. Sorry. Okay. So I messed that up. Sorry. I apologize. I do not know who real Chris Rufo is, but he started putting this. These women are running a sexy summer camp for children in rural Kentucky. I saw a thing of them this morning, and that's what I decided I wanted to talk to y'all about this. Rural Western Kentucky, and they showed a picture. It looked like it was Harlan County. Okay, if you're familiar with the TV show Justified, that's where it looked like they were pointing to on a map. With lessons on sex liberation, gender exploration, BDSM, being a sex worker, self-managed abortions. Is that, dude, I mean, really? What? And sexual activity while using illicit and illicit drugs. Illicit and illicit drugs. These are the bitches, man. Look at them. Look at these hoes. Nobody. These rural western or eastern Kentucky, man, these guys, I don't know what the laws are in Kentucky, but I just got to wonder, do they have a barn? Okay? You know what I'm saying here? This looks like they're not nobody's going for these chicks. No dude is thinking, "Hey baby, how you doing? What you got going on over there? You want to get you want to do some gender exploration with me? I mean, come on." Anyway, here's the agenda for the camp. We'll be doing more to the report in the coming weeks. I don't know who Chris Rufo is. Is that the guy from Florida? Okay, look at this. This is their agenda. I love that sexy sex ed. Sexy summer camp schedule. I mean, who are these chicks? Can you imagine them sitting around? They met at a furry convention, first of all. You know that. You can tell by looking at them, they're into furries. But could you imagine them sitting around going, "Hey, I know what we ought to do." And they're going to do this for money. Okay, I can't, I don't know how much, but they're getting paid for it. It's summer camp. Summer camp isn't free. Okay, Tuesdays, Thursdays, workshops. Sex with me, self-pleasure workshop. Participants will explore personal views on self-pleasure as well as learn technique, blah, blah, blah. What is going on, man? This is a Thursday Martini Lunch. This isn't the live chat Friday Night Live. By the way, y'all need to check us out, Friday Night Live. We're going to try doing a schedule. Maybe do 9 o'clock, start at 9 o'clock, because we usually go a little bit longer than 2 hours that we always plan. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. I don't know. It gets messy over there. The Friday Night Live gets messy, so you might want to bring some goggles and some rubber gloves. But it's not sexy sex ed, that's for sure. Thursday, July 8th. We'll probably go over this in depth tomorrow. Thursday, July 8th, reproductive health, the basics and beyond. July 13th, gender diversity. July 15th, talk it out, relationships. Okay, look, let's go back here. You gonna take relationship advice from that chick, Kristen Uten? I mean, the longest relationship she's ever had was with a value meal at Wendy's. Oh, I mean, look at this. This looks like everybody's school bus driver. This was the chick that took out the trash cans in high school. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, and of course, there's no description for this. Thursday, July 22nd. I mean, I want to see this one because I was just talking about over sexualization, right? That's what I was talking about. And policing of blackness. Dude, I mean, it is so cool to be black right now. It is so cool to be black. You can be whatever you want to. You can go and tell people you're an astronaut, they'll let you on a spaceship. You go walk over there to what's that guy's name? Amazon. Go take the Amazon.com spaceship. Walk up, black dude. Go walk. Oh man, if you're a black gay dude, it's even better. You walk up there and you go, "Hey, I want a trip to the moon. I want to be the first black astronaut." Gay, transgender, whatever it is, get that niche and be like, "I want what's that guy's name? Jeffrey Dahmer or something? I don't know. To send me up there." No, Jeffrey Dahmer ate black dudes. I heard something the other day that Jeffrey Dahmer just thought he was having a good time. Anyway, yeah, it's all a good time depending on how you look at it, right? So anyway, you can do, if you're black, you can do anything. I mean, you guys, you need to accept this. Like that chick out there in Washington, that white chick that was head of the NAACP. That's what you need to do. You need to be like if you're a ginger, especially because gingers get super hated on right now. So like you need to go out there and say you're black, and just have someone. I mean, you're not allowed to argue that point. You're not allowed to. You gotta go and I mean, go to an Air Force base. Tell them you want to fly a F-15. I bet you they'd let you. I mean, what's Brandon? He's all for that. He's like, yeah, let's go. Whoa, hey, I did that. Got me one of those ginger kids up there. Jeez. Policing blackness over sexualization. Those two don't have anything in common. Nothing in common whatsoever. Yes, I did see what time it is. Let's see, go over here. So we got anything? No, I still have these comments I can't take off. It's driving me nuts. Sexy trans sex ed. There ain't nothing sexy trans, okay? There's not. No. You want to see my trans scars? They're not sexy. Okay, that's not. You don't light some candles. You don't play some Barry White. And you don't show your trans scars. Self-managed abortion info share. I'm sorry. This is the second time I've seen that, and I can't help but think anything else but coat hanger. We're going to close this one off. We're going to see what this is over here. What the hell? Pelvic floor health is for everybody? Thursday, August 5th, the 3 P's. Pee, poop, and pleasure. This can't be. I mean, dude, this is just... Nah, man, this ain't right. Oh, Thursday, August 12th, eugenics in Appalachia. Short history, eugenics in Appalachia, the southern and the mountain south exploration of how rural people have been targeted for reproductive control by the state, past and present. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. This is your homework assignment. I want you to look up the term on Wikipedia, white trash. I want you to read the history of white trash after the Civil War. And then shoot me a line. You'll have fun with it. Yeah, so this is these people. Now here's where it gets good. We've got a 47-second video here. Christopher Rufo writes, the leader of Sexy Summer Camp recommends that children begin to masturbate as toddlers. Minor attracted person. Masturbation is really healthy, and I recommend it to people of all ages. All ages. As soon as my nephews could talk, they were doing that. So they went over to Aunt, what's her name? Aunt Flo, we'll call her. And went over to Aunt Flo's house, and Aunt Flo said, hey, Timmy and Tommy, have you guys ever masturbated? I know I'm over here babysitting you guys while your parents go down to the Walmart to get their propane and NyQuil and lithium batteries. But let's talk about masturbation. Now, pull down your pants. Dude, really? Here's my conversation about it. Actually, you know what? I should save it for tomorrow night. I'm going to write it down. It is such a great conversation. Watch this. Tomorrow night, as with all live streams, are 18 plus. Write this down. A note for Friday night chat. Guys, do you know anything about sharpening pencils with a pocket knife? Because I'm trying to do that. Not right now, but get into the art of it. You hear me right now. I could do a whole show on how French graphite is a superior graphite in pencils. Anyway, so let's listen with this Walking Manatee has to
My sister's
say.
not saying
We're
that
gonna
when they're
start from the
tugging.
beginning here.
That's how we should, like get down with yourself, explore your own body.
Get down with yourself, explore your own body. This is like MTV, like, but this she's talking about toddlers.
Masturbation is really healthy, and I recommend it to people of all ages.
Does masturbation keep colds away? That's the type of health I'm talking about here.
All ages. As soon as my nephews could talk, they were doing that. That's what they were doing.
As soon as they could talk, they were doing that. They should be talking.
Kids touch themselves. Kids.
Oh my gosh. I touch myself every day because I have to use the bathroom. It's part of the process. I wash my hands before I go to the bathroom because that's the cleanest part of my body. But
Kids start to ask questions, and we teach them the language for their bodies, right? That's your nose, touch your nose, show Aunt T you can touch your nose. But my sister's not saying that when they're tugging at their penis, right?
what in the blue hell is wrong with this woman?
But it feels good, right? We have to learn ways to talk to young people about this so that they know how to explore their body.
I've seen this style of house she's sitting out in front of, and it's a grandma's house.
Consensually so that it's not in public, right? We don't want people exploring their bodies in public. That's not consensual.
That's not what consensual means. I know that aggravates me, but that's not what consensual means. Consensual is between two people. She's trying to say like consensual as in like society. Again, she's trying to normalize this stuff. She's a minor attracted person.
But exploring your body at any age, grandmas, grandpas, all of us need to be exploring our body. That's how we should.
What is wrong with these people? What is going on here? Honest to goodness, what is going on? So anyway, we have that today. This is a big one. It's just it's mind blowing, and I didn't mean for this to take over the show, but my gosh, I mean, what are we doing to kids? Why? Why is this happening? How am I supposed to sit here and believe Pizzagate isn't a real thing, and this is happening? Here's the deal: it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Now, did it happen at Cosmic Pizza in Washington, D.C.? That might be semantics. But the fact is that sort of stuff is happening. That stuff is real. You need to watch out for all this stuff. You need to guard your children. You need to guard them at schools. This isn't cool. You don't need to have... Nothing is more asinine and weird and disturbing than when you have a school teacher trying to act like they're a student. I mean, this is not... Whenever we stopped wearing ties is when society went to hell. Men should go back to wearing ties. All men should wear ties. No matter what your job is, go in wearing a tie. Start wearing a tie, see how your life gets. We will make all America better. Wear a tie tomorrow. Wow, seriously, it's a heart attack. Take your wife out to eat, okay? Take your girlfriend out to eat. You don't have to wear a coat, but wear a dress shirt, put a tie on. Cuff up your sleeves. Okay, go casual. Pair of khakis, and some loafers. Take her out to dinner Saturday. But she'll be like, why are you wearing a tie? You just look at her and go, that's how I roll, baby. That's how I roll. Because that's what makes it. Gotta be men again, man. I mean, honestly, first of all, the tie is so empowering. Man, I love ties. I have a collection of ties. I don't wear them because I am locked in my compound here. I feel like If I was a criminal defense attorney, I would argue that with the pandemic lockdown, that every client should get a year of time served. Anyway, this whole thing it's just it's weird, it's creepy, it's gross. We got to bring back civility. We can't have this anymore. Um, the other thing, I've got an article actually coming up on it. It'll be a stream. Look, there's your girl. Oh, look at her. Look at her. Don't something with a snake. Let's see her. She was raised in rural Kentucky by a host of witchy women. Oh, witches. A coven-like mountain matriarchy. She's a witch. That explains it. That explains a lot. It really does. Don't play around with that stuff. Yeah, they took down their page. I wonder why. You got people defending it. I like this. I like this. The age of consent should be abolished. The government is the only thing keeping me from hunting pedophiles for sport. So, let me tell you. Oh, this is good. Featured in Yes Magazine. I don't know what periodical, so I googled it. Guess was on the front page of their website. Oh, good for them. So, let me tell you a little bit more about consent laws. So, we covered rape in law school, in criminal law. It's one of the major crimes, major felonies. And of course, you can't cover rape without covering statutory rape. So, statutory rape is rape even if both partners are consensual. And that gets that's it's even then it's tricky, okay? And the reason why I say that is so like I live in the state of Tennessee where sex with someone under 18 is illegal. It used to be sex between two people under 18 was illegal. But anyway, sex under 18 with someone under 18 is illegal. You look at Nevada, Washington D.C. This is the one that gets me. Washington D.C. Sex with someone under 18 but over 16. So it's legal as long as they're over 16. That's the age of consent in Washington D.C. Federally, there's a federal law that age of consent's 18. Now you think, okay, why? What does that mean then? Wouldn't that be age of consent's 18 everywhere? No. So you go to Washington D.C. All right, and let's say I'm trying to think. You're out of college. You're 23 years old. You're going out, and you're at something in the park. You meet some girls, and I mean, they all look 20, right? This was actually a case in Tennessee. Was girl had a fake ID, and guy met her in a bar, but she was underage. He didn't know that. Had sex with her. He eventually got off, but it was consensual sex. Her parents found out, and they pressed charges. So the thing about it is that she committed fraud, right? So if that happens in Washington D.C., as long as they're over 16, you're legal. Now, if you live in, say, Tennessee, it may even be. I didn't even think about this. I think it is. If you live in if you live in a different state, and you meet somebody, say online, we'll say, because everybody's meeting people online now, and you meet a 17-year-old in like Nevada where it's legal, for you to travel out there with the intent to have carnal knowledge with someone under the age of 18 is federal And that's where the federal law comes in. But if you just meet somebody and you're innocent, consenting adults, no problem. So it's weird. The whole thing's weird. But these people, this isn't 16-year-olds, okay? This isn't, Britney Spears, let's talk about her. She was sold as a sex figure. Go look at her original videos. She's wearing that little schoolgirl outfit. She's 16 years old. All right? So that's what they did all that on. These people, they want 6-year-olds. That's what that chick said. As soon as her nephews were toddlers, as soon as they could talk. When do you start talking? 3? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not around kids. When do kids talk? 2? Whatever. She starts talking to them about their things. Come on, man. She's grooming them. Dude, this is so sick. It's so weird. It's so crazy. Anyway, I think we'll be talking about this on Friday Night Live. Like I said, the other thing I had is I'm following India news a lot. India News Today. They had, here. I'm going to go back to YouTube. India News Today. They're the ones that do this fake news thing. Let's see. Am I still in the same thing? Yes, I am. Do live. Gosh, excuse me. Where are the live cameras? Wait a second here. What happened to all the Ukraine live cameras they had? Why all those all go down? Live events ended. That's not good. Right? Well, that's weird. Anyway, we'll worry about it later. I was just looking for a background to put up here. You know what? I'm just going to turn it off. I'm just going to remove that. And you get to see my beautiful avatar there. That's always awesome. So anyway, Ukraine, Russia bombed a hospital. And Ukraine came out crying all this stuff. It was a children's hospital. And 3 people died. And it's like, I'm sitting here going, does that seem odd? Doesn't it seem like there'd be more than 3 people that died if a hospital got bombed? Well, the next thing you know, Russia came out and denied it. It's all a big stinker. So I got a video of that coming up. I don't know what's happening in Ukraine and Russia anymore. They're trying to make Ukraine the 51st state. That's all I know. Nobody cares. I check out my views and stuff on the videos. Ukraine stuff, man, is my lowest shares ever. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do live stuff from now on. Anyway, listen, I love you guys. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Friday the 11th. Be back. Be on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube for the live Friday Night Live show. And hey, I do have one thing we talk about real quick. So that's not it. Go back to Twitter. Let's see what happens when I type this in. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Well, anyway. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Carrie Kelly was what? Yeah, that's it. So this right here is Carrie Kelly. She was Robin in The Dark Knight Returns, probably the greatest comic book ever made. It set the tone for Batman movies after Tim Burton. Basically, you can, if you've read The Dark Knight Returns, you can tell that it is heavily influenced Christopher Nolan. So anyway, Carrie is a redhead in the comic. This was done by Frank Miller. And they are race swapping her with whoever this chick is. Happy go lucky little black girl here. Okay. Looks nothing like Carrie Kelly. So yeah, people are upset. Why are they upset? Well, because you know what? It really is a slap to the artist. The artist worked hard. They had a vision, and now you're changing it. It's like, I mean, you don't change the Declaration of Independence. You don't change the stars and stripes. You just don't change things. Again, this is the attack on normalcy. Okay. Well, here's the thing. So I started thinking about it. I was like, well, first of all, Dark Knight Returns, one of my, again, favorite comic probably ever made. Carrie Kelly, her parents were hippies. They talk about meeting at Woodstock or something like that. She can't stand her parents. She sneaks out. She wants to be the new Robin. She wants to beat up bad guys in the middle of the night with her bare hands. She hooks up with Batman. Not like hook up in like the map kind of way, but hooks up with Batman in like crime fighting kind of way. If you want to talk about it, gingers are the smallest minority of people in the United States. But this is Hollywood and it is 2022, so everybody has to be black. And they're going with this chick over here who her parents didn't meet at Woodstock. All right. I mean, it's the whole thing is some weird. They're just doing it because they're trying to change everything, and it's all the distraction to keep you away from what a single focusing factor that stops all this. It's like we need to find like a cleansing laser beam, and that's the road we need to stay on. Anyway, so yeah, they're attacking her, or they're race swapping her for her. And here's one of the things I thought of. I was like, okay, so how many 12 to 16-year-olds will say? Let's see, Carrie couldn't drive, so we'll say 12. Well, she's from Gotham. I don't know if they drive in Gotham or not. 12 to 16, we'll say. How many 12 to 16-year-old black girls are there in America? I mean, they got to make up like 2% of the population, right? If the black population's 13%, say half of, we say 7% are women. Out of that, I mean, the majority are over 16, right? So you're talking about 7% of the population. It's got to be probably like 2% of the population is 16-year-old girls or younger. Out of that 2% of the population, that's the entire United States. So say out of 300 million, we'll say there's that many. Let's say, what is that, 600,000? Is that right? Yeah, 600,000. So there's 600,000 girls like this age. How many of those are professional gymnasts? I mean, so now you're getting down to, let's say there's like out of 600,000, 10,000 little girls, black, under the age of 16, are gymnasts, do this sort of stuff, right? There's only 10,000 people is all you got to find to figure out who her identity is. How many of those are in Gotham? Of the 10,000 in the entire United States, how many are in Gotham? 20? Right? I mean, 200? It was 2,000. Those aren't real numbers. Those are a speck on the investigation train. All right? You identify her way too quick. Yeah, I know. Gingers are the smallest minority, but I mean, my gosh, she can do a lot to hide. I mean, all she gotta do is dye her hair. But this is so silly. It's so stupid. Why is this such a thing? Why does the insufferable need to do this stuff? How about this? Instead of wasting your time, because you're gonna aggravate people. People don't like our work. It'd be like saying, you know what, Mona Lisa's been white long enough. We're going to go ahead and put a little self-tanner on the Mona Lisa, bronzing her up a little bit. No, that's not how the artistic vision. I happen to respect artistic vision. Okay, I understand people that get angered by it. Artists really appreciate that. But here's the thing. You're trying to do all this, you're screwing with normalcy, and those snide little sniveling people, I remember them from college, man. They'd sit there, just go to freaking Starbucks. What have you been to a Starbucks? Walk into a Starbucks and order a Coca-Cola. Order something that's not, they really do actually have delicious sweet tea. Order a tea at Starbucks. And sit down and just people watch. And listen to their conversations, and you'll realize the type of people that are doing this. They are such a virtual signaling grossness. They're just gross people. Instead of trying to change what's perfectly fine, why don't you spend that energy creating more superheroes? That's what everybody wants. We're tired of Batman and Superman and Greenland. When was the last superhero that was new? Oh, wait, well, I know. We'll have a Puerto Rican Captain America. Oh, jeez, if that's not a liberal virtual signal, then what is? That's not even a thing, okay? You're just Captain America, race swapping, gender swapping, whatever else. Why can't we just have somebody new? His name is Earl. Earl comes in, he's like, hey, I'm the new guy. You know who the coolest guy was? Who was the guy in Deadpool 2? The dude with the mustache, he was just like, the dude. That guy was cool. Or the chick who was lucky. She had luck on her side, was her X-Men power. That chick was awesome. Black chick. She had been perfect. I like to see more about her. Okay? Maybe she doesn't need her own movie like Black Widow. Black Widow didn't have her own movie. Okay? Great supporting character. Great supporting character. Look at the Hulk. The Incredible Hulk is it was like Stan Lee's, one of his favorite characters. And all the Incredible Hulk movies suck. The Hulk is a great supporting character. Thor had one good movie. Yeah, Ragnarok was kind of good. But again, he's not the main thing there. Kate Blanchett, the ageless Kate Blanchett really was. It's amazing how she doesn't age. It's like, is she ugly or is she hot? I've never been able to figure out the feelings about that. But was it Keith Urban? What's his name? The dude from The Boys? Keith Legend? Dr. McCoy in Star Trek. Anyway, he was the best part about Ragnarok. Because he's always the best part about any movie he's in. So yeah, this is a big deal going on. You're going to see this next couple of days. It's like all this, hoo-hoo hurrah stuff. And also, the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. I covered it last night. You watch that video, man. Get my raw reaction to it. I actually need to update that. I saw something at the end that I missed when doing it. So anyway, guys, stream. Yeah, restreaming. I don't care. That's cool. This will be put on the podcast. Probably have it. I may launch it tomorrow. The morning. It seems that if I do the Martini Lunch and have it come out on the following day in the morning, it gets picked up pretty good. So that's evidently there's an audience there that wants the stream then. So I'll probably redo this or do this for tomorrow morning, and then don't forget Friday Night Live. With special guests, Double D and the Vol Storm. I'm trying to think what else there is. Just nothing. Listen, I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate you all. Appreciate y'all being there for me. Y'all know I've been through some tough times here personally, and it really does mean the world to me. Everybody who comes in here. This is a lot of fun, and I hope I can continue to do this, and just this channel grows and this becomes a thing. That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. It'd be stuff that dreams are made of. So until next time, guys, be safe, cover your six, and I'll see you tomorrow. So adios, muchachos.